This implementation here is a build out of an integration of CRM and Google Drive using Zoho Flow, built by the illustrious Ben Woida and Andrew Gritton. So in this integration, essentially our goal was to create a folder structure within Google Drive for each newly created account in CRM. Now, a lot of times we'll do this with Work Drive. We've probably done implementations of the week in the past talking about this exact type of topic for Work Drive, but we did want to highlight that you can kind of do this for any type of folder or document management system. So essentially, first thing we did is set up the connections for Zoho CRM and G Suite right within Zoho Flow. Then all we need to do is trigger a flow each time a CRM account gets created. Then the flow will actually run to create a multi-layer folder structure. So in this case, there were 3 levels of folder hierarchy, like the account folder, subfolder 1, and then subfolder level 2 underneath subfolders 1. So it ended up creating like 12 or 13 different folders kind of nested within each other. Then it'll take the link to that top level folder, so the like account specific folder, and bring it back to CRM and add it as a link to that particular account. Now, astute viewers or listeners might be thinking, there is a Google Drive integration in the marketplace for Zoho. Why wouldn't you just use that? Now, reason is, and I know, Brett, you kind of joked about this before the show, that Google Drive extension just creates a bizarre folder structure. Like things are not nested within each other. Last time we used it, it creates like accounts, deals, contacts, and then individual folders for every account, individual folders for every deal, but it doesn't like nest it within the account, which is kind of like naturally what you would want it to do. So we end up doing this with something like Flow or via API. One caveat here I would want to highlight is if you had the goal, like if your next step here was to click a button and generate a proposal, right, to be loaded into Google Drive, you would not be able to use Flow for that. You could do it, but Flow doesn't handle files, so you'd have to just use Deluge. We used Flow here because it would make it easier for our client to change, we want to add a new folder, right, that gets created. They can just easily do it in Flow. But for document generation, you would have to use Deluge to be able to pass the file over.
Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, this is needed too. I mean, I love, like you said, there is a nice little plugin. It just creates a structure that I think is counterintuitive to most people, right?
Yeah.
And so this is just a very, very intuitive way of doing it. So nice job, Ben and Andrew.